guys, it's Will from Potato Strong here. I want to talk about how you can transition from eating meat and dairy to a more plant-based diet. There's kind of two ways to go, at least. One is 100% transition, and the other way is a more progressive approach where you're just introducing some plant-based foods in your diet. And each way might work for different people. I was vegetarian for quite a few years, so I went 100% into plant-based on July 1st, 2013, and that worked great for me because I see it sort of as a food addiction, where as long as you keep eating some of those foods, the junk foods and the meat and the dairy, you're still gonna want those on a regular basis. So for me, going 100% into it was key. I got rid of all the stuff in the house that I used to eat, and people say your taste buds will change, which is true, but I really like the food that I'm making. I'll talk a little bit about that later. So that's how I did it. But like I say, I didn't go right from meat to plant-based. You could do that. There's a transition phase I went through, and it didn't really help a lot for weight in a lot of cases because they're still eating cheese and oil and stuff like that. But as far as meat goes, one of the ways is to eat some of the soy products. So there's these, what they call fake meat products. And before I talk about that, I know people are going to criticize that as not an ideal way to go. There's, it's a processed food and there might be some issues here and there. Some of them have high fat. But what I try to do on this channel is be very practical. So there's an ideal thing where, you should eat this only, but there's a lot of people that benefit from a transition. So I want to provide that option. So that would be, if you haven't eaten some of the soy products or the fake meat products and dairy, there's everything from non-dairy cheeses, sour creams and mayonnaise, vegan mayonnaise, to sausages, fake pepperoni, hot dogs, chicken patties, burgers. So if you need to do that to cut out some of the meat in your diet, then I say go for it. Hopefully that'll be a transitional phase for you. When I used to look at a plate of food, there'd be, even if there was mashed potatoes or something, there'd be this piece of meat there, and not having that, it just was a very strange situation. So I always look for something like a chicken patty, like a fake soy chicken patty or something like that, to fill that void that I perceive. Now I can eat a big plate of mashed potatoes and vegetables, or just a plate of baked fries, and not have to have some kind of a meat substitute in there. So if you're going to do a transition and you want to get off some of the meat, I would definitely check out some of the fake products. Like I say, there's fake veggie bacon that we used to eat. We like that. So many things that you could do. Another way to go is to replace some of the foods that you eat. Just tweak them as far as getting rid of some of the meat. So say, for example, if you make pasta and you might put a meat sauce in there, there's a fake veggie ground round, which is a soy product, but you could make it without any fake meat or any type of substitute. Or we've been doing lately is lentils. We have these red lentils. They're small, meaty little things that have a mild taste and just give you that texture. We've been doing that quite a bit. Same thing with tacos. You can use lentils in there. For quite a while now, when I made certain Mexican dishes, instead of like ground beef and tacos and that, I would have refried beans, or now I'll put black beans, rice, and corn, in a taco. But for a while I was doing the refried bean that you can buy. So there's the other way to go, like we're doing now, is just using vegetables in substitution. So for example, if you're making pizza, it might be strange, but you can make it without any cheese. You know, if you have to put the fake cheese on there, you could do that. Sorry about that, my phone ran out of storage space, so I come down to my computer. So what I was talking about is the idea to use vegetables rather than the soy products as an alternative, which is what we're doing now. So instead of trying to find a meat substitute to put on your plate, we're just eating mashed potatoes and vegetables, lentil shepherd's pie with vegetables on the side, the tacos that I mentioned with beans, rice, corn, salsa, and we have, you know, the pasta. You can use a lentil meat sauce. I've got recipes for that. Vegan pizza. We just put veggies on it. So I was talking to somebody and they looked at me kind of weird, but you can just put veggies on the pizza and it's really good. The crust is crispy. You know, I make a whole wheat crust, and you just enjoy the flavors of the sauce and the veggies. So we're just so used to putting cheese on everything that it almost overpowers everything, the taste. So I really enjoy it now. I've been doing it on 100%, like I say. So there's no going back and forth and being addicted to that stuff. It's just we just enjoy the other tastes. I eat rice and beans on a plate with some salsa and a few baked corn tortillas or toasted corn tortillas. There's potato patties, like a white bean and potato patty. We put a no-fat gravy on a lot of potatoes, baked fries. So in this case, what we're doing is finding things that we like, especially potatoes, starch-based things, rice and beans, really tasty stuff, and not really missing meat at all, and not trying to replace it with some soy product. So that's what we do. So I know some people are going to criticize the soy and all the, some issues that they feel with soy and I'm just trying to be realistic and provide a transition. I really think the starch-based approach is a great transition for people eating meat and dairy with or without these soy products, because it's so tasty and it's things that we're used to eating, a lot of potatoes and things like that. And there's other alternatives. People do raw 100% fruit, and that could work for some people, but I just feel that the vast majority of people are going to be able to transition to this. It's pretty cheap. Rice and beans and potatoes are pretty cheap as well. So I hope that helps you guys. If you want to check out potatostrong.com, I've got all sorts of recipes there, categorized by breakfast, lunch, dinner, some gravy recipes, desserts as well. And I think that they're super easy and quick, and you can make lots of leftovers if you're busy and you don't have a lot of time. There's also a Facebook page, facebook.com/potatostrong, where I post pictures of what I'm eating, and there's more discussions and things like that. So hope that helps some of you guys that are in the meat and dairy and kind of wanting to transition. I think it's, for some of the women, if you have men that are kind of resistant to it, I would say that don't worry about losing, not having protein or muscles or whatever, because I'm gaining muscle at 44 years old. Getting more than enough protein, it's not really, we don't really need that much. Great for my wife's doing it. She's 50 and lost some fat as well, and it's just an amazing transition to go through. It's probably, for me, the most recommended that I can provide, and been successful and still progressing as we speak, but it's been incredible. Almost 8 months now that I've been doing this. So yeah, post some questions and let me know, and hopefully you can like and subscribe and check out the Facebook page as well as the website. See you guys.